Hello, everyone. This is Letao, your astrologist and your spiritual counselor. Thank you very much for joining this pick a card reading for new moon in Virgo. Today, we're going to use Oracle of the Mythic Heroes and Oracle of the Celestial Deities, together with some tarot cards and other Oracle decks to read your energy. I am actually the creator and author of both these two decks. If you like ancient Greek mythology, you like Oracle cards, I believe that these two decks would be the ones for you. You can find them and purchase them from Amazon.com. So today, with the three different options, what you need to do is to check the beginning of the video, and you're going to see there are three Olympian gods for you to choose from. The first choice is Hermes, the god of communication and travel. The second choice is Zeus, the king of the universe. And number three, pile three, is Poseidon, the king of the ocean. Now, use your intuition and pick a pile, and very soon we're going to see you in your pile. Now, before we start the reading, just want to say a big thank you to all of you guys who have always been supporting me and loving my content, both here and my official Instagram account. If you like this video, remember to subscribe to my channel, like, and share it with the people you love. With all that being said, let's get started. Hello, group number one. You have picked the god of communication and travel, Hermes. Now, first of all, we're going to pull a card from Oracle of the Celestial Deities. And let's just have a look which deity resonates with your energy the most, okay? Group number one, your energy is Vulcan. We're going to leave it in the middle. And we're going to shuffle the Mythic Tarot. We're going to get another three cards to check your energy and to check what's coming up for you. Dear universe, please provide us guidance and wisdom for group number one. Oh, something just flew out. Beautiful. Emperor. All right. Now, this card is actually representing Zeus, okay, in Mythic Tarot. Now, we're going to pull two more cards and see what happens after that. We've got the Four of Swords, okay? And we also have got the Knight of Cups. Beautiful. Now, we're going to pull one card from the Star Code Oracle. Let's see what areas in your life that we need to focus on, okay, at this period of time. Here, oh, okay, we've got two cards flying out. One is retrograde, one is 12th house. Very interesting, okay. Now, when I see these two cards, usually I only pick one, but since both of them came out at the same time, one of the things that I want to say is if some of you guys are watching this video who are Virgo rising, Virgo ascendant, this is probably will resonate you the most. And the reason is because Mercury is starting retrograde, has started retrograde, and we're still kind of like in the middle of the Mercury retrograde season, right? And so with this kind of energy, what I will really say is that, because if you're a Virgo rising, the Mercury retrograde will be actually in your 12th house, and that's about the retrograde reflection, all right? So I'm just going to give you this information, but later we're going to go to the detailed interpretation. Now, we're going to pull one card. Oh, actually, let's pull one card from the Oracle of the Mythic Heroes, okay? Universe, please provide us some guidance with Oracle of the Mythic Heroes. What do we need to know for group number one? Wow. Okay, we got three cards coming out, but we're going to only pick one for you guys because that's too many. We're just going to pull the top one. And it says, Talent Asclepius. Beautiful. Now, finally, we're going to pull one last card from the Traveler's Oracle. All right. Dear universe, please provide us some guidance and wisdom for group number one. All right. Journey by moonlight. Believe in magic. All right, very good. Okay, so group number one, this is what I see for your reading. You start your energy with the ancient Roman god Vulcan, who was a god of metalcraft, right? Was a very hardworking god who was creative, inventive. In Roman mythology, he created and crafted a lot of beautiful things made from metal. Right? So he was a forger, basically, right? If you can imagine what he's like every day, you can see in the picture, he looks like this, very blue collar, a hardworking, sweaty guy, right? And he's every day using his hammer and forging metal. Sometimes he's making weapons, and sometimes he's making jewelries. And Vulcan's energy is talking about the industriousness in us. It's about the hardworking ethics, productivity, right? Being humble and embrace your sense of humility and just work hard and just kind of grind your way through that kind of energy. Now, for a lot of you guys, this could be about, you focusing a lot on your career, on your work. Now, for some of you guys, if you are thinking about love and relationships, Vulcan is telling you that perhaps this is a time where you need to focus less on the so-called validation or the so-called, the approval or the feedback, right, from someone to prove your value. One of the things about Vulcan is that in mythology, even though he was very talented, he was not very much loved by his mother. And in fact, when he was born, his mother Hera or Juno kind of like casts him out because he was, first of all, he was handicapped, born handicapped, and also he was not a very good-looking kid. And so his mother abandoned him at the time he was born. And even though at the end of the day, well, Vulcan had a reconciliation with his mother, this energy sometimes showing that even though maybe you have been working very hard, you've been trying a lot, but there's a part of you feeling that you're not seeing that validation yet. Now, it's very, very interesting that on the left side, you got a retrograde 12th house. On the other side, I've got Asclepius talent. Now, there's a very, very important message for you. Now, if you're feeling that whether it's about your career or it's about, relationships, right, with a partner or with, some friends, this is really telling you that the most important thing is to find the core value within yourself. What is your self-worth and what is your talent? What are you good at? And sometimes you don't really need that constant validation to tell you you're amazing, you're worth it, right? And you deserve love, you deserve you deserve praise, basically. Vulcan energy needs you to really, instead of looking at how other people react to you, this is a time that you focus back onto yourself and tell yourself that, okay, I don't really care about what other people say to me, whether they appreciate me, whether they give me attention. But the important thing is, do I think I'm doing a great job? Do I actually think I'm doing my best to make certain things happen? If I think that I'm really done my best and I'm really producing the most amazing swords and jewelries, in Vulcan's term, then there's nothing to worry about. Now, with the retrograde energy, I do feel that whatever thing that you feel that is a little bit lacking in your life now is only temporary. Retrograde does carry this kind of delay energy, yeah, to be honest. But retrograde is not a forever thing because, Mercury, for example, when it goes through retrograde, usually it's about 3 weeks, and then it's entering its shadow period, and then it's going to move forward again. So sometimes I do feel that group number one, by the way, you did choose the pile with Hermes or the Roman name Mercury, same god, okay? So there's a lot of that kind of retrograde feeling that I can see in here. Now, also because you have got the 12th house introspection, this is not telling you to just get into this negative mindset and be blurred or be confused by what's happening out there, either for you or against you. The 12th house introspection is telling you to really reflect on what is happening, and perhaps if you could look at your situation from a different perspective. And I think that's very critical, yeah, for you guys at this period of time. Just be careful because sometimes the 12th house in its most negative way, this could be about us. Sometimes this house is called the self-undoing, meaning that we can, go into this very negative, self-destructive mood, right? And thinking I'm not good enough, they don't appreciate me, they don't value me, I'm doing the wrong thing, this kind of stuff. So always remember that if you're using the barometer of how other people react to you, how other people see you, you probably are on the wrong track. But the right way to look at yourself is always understand where your productivity comes in you, right? Where are you really putting a lot of the practical effort into building things that are meaningful for you? And that will really give you a lot of happiness, I think. Now, this is further confirmed by the Emperor card sitting at the very beginning. Now, this is representing your energy, your potential, right? Who you are. And because you got the Emperor here, this is really telling me that you guys have done a great job in the past. You guys have this entrepreneurship. You guys have this leadership in you. You guys have the power in you. But because you've got the retrograde energy, also you have got the Four of Swords next to it, which is showing that perhaps you're really wanting to manifest something big at this period of time in your life, something really amazing, glamorous, but somehow you might be feeling that I'm not seeing it. It's slow. It's just not. I don't see the glamour. I don't see the sparkle, right? What's happening? Now, because Four of Swords carries the energy of about 4 months' time, I do believe that by the end of this year, or maybe even a little bit before that, see, we're actually talking about this, energy for a new moon in Virgo. So we're at the very beginning of September, but I'm recording this reading at the very end of August. So within 4 months' time, possibly that's around the end of the year, I do feel that there's going to be some kind of potential breakthrough for you guys to manifest this Emperor's energy. You also have got the Knight of Cups. Now, the Knight of Cups at the end is talking about you're going to move forward, and there could also be some kind of potential help or offers coming to you. And those offers are very, very genuine. Okay. Now, another thing that I want to say is that because you got the Zeus in here, you also have got Asclepius. This is energy usually telling you that you are talented, right? So great, believe in your talent, believe in the value that you can provide to the world, and how you think how much value or worth that you have. That's amazing. But you do also have to kind of embrace a little bit of humility in there. Okay, sometimes it's about you not being too showy or not put out too much actually there, so that you are not kind of like you're doing this in a balanced way, if you know what I mean. Asclepius and Zeus, they had a very interesting story. It's because Asclepius is too talented. He's so good at what he does, and he kind of like bothered Zeus because Zeus felt, well, you are not a god, and you are not allowed to bring dead back to life, right? Because Asclepius is the god of medicine. So, he was able to raise the dead, back to life, right? But and that would disrupt the natural cycle of life. And so Zeus actually punished him. So Asclepius tells me that you have tremendous talent there, but also during this period of time, try to be humble, embrace your humility, and that's also what Vulcan is, right? If you're a gold, you will shine, and the right people will give you the validation, will give you the applause, and give you the approval that you actually need. Okay. Now, on top of you, we're seeing this very beautiful card. It says Journey by Moonlight. It's funny, we're doing a new moon reading, right? And it says believe in magic. Now, I just want to say one thing to you guys. Whatever that you're seeing now in your life, right? Whatever the so-called negative evidence, right, that you have, oh, but I don't see it. It's not really happening yet. It's just not going my way, whatever that is. It says believe in magic. It tells you that this magic, to be honest, I really see this as a sense of timing there. Because timing is really important, in our life. Specifically in astrology, when you're seeing that certain planets are moving, their transit, right, their progression. I really feel that, again, by the end of this year, you guys are going to see a lot of the miracles happening for you, whether it's about, depending on your wish. If you're watching this video or thinking about a breakthrough in your career, this is going to be about that. And if you're thinking about a relationship breakthrough, this is also telling you that there will be potential opportunities coming to you. Now, just for those of you who are thinking about love and relationships, whether you're single or you're a partner, you're trying to maybe resolve an issue with your partner, the Knight of Cups at the very end is a very good indication about something will be offered to you. So this could be about a love interest could return your favor, who could, come back to you, or, who could approach you, right, and give you a sincere offer. If this is actually about you who are already in a relationship, the Knight of Cups could be talking about you having a sort of like a resolution, right, with your partner, and your partner, either they were going to offer you a type of apology, or at least they will offer you some kind of let's say understanding, right, about certain situations that you have been feeling a little bit stuck by. Very beautiful energy. Group number one, thank you so much for watching this video. Remember, if you enjoyed this reading, subscribe to my channel, like and share it with the people you love, because we all want to spread love, right? Have a wonderful month, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next reading. See you later. Group number two, thank you so much for joining this session. You have picked the king of the universe, Zeus, very powerful figure, right? From Greek mythology. Now, let's get straight into your reading. First of all, we're going to pull one card from Oracle of the Celestial Deities. And we're going to find your general energy, pile number two, for Zeus people. The energy, wow, of course, powerful. Pegasus. All right. Now, we're going to pull three cards from the Mythic Tarot. Let's just to get a little bit extra information about what's happening for group number two. All right. Dear universe, please provide us some guidance and wisdom for group number two. What do they need to know to overcome their challenges and find their true path? Okay. One more shuffle. Very good. All right. First card, Six of Pentacles. The Nine of Cups. The Emperor. This is Zeus. Okay, you actually picked pile number two, which is the Zeus card. Now you got Zeus again. Beautiful. Okay, now we're gonna pull one card from the Star Code Oracle. Yeah, we're going to find which area. Oh, something just jumped out. North Node, the future. Beautiful. Okay, now we're gonna pull one card from sorry, not this one, but Oracle of the Mythic Heroes. Yeah, let's look at some other guidance that we need. The universe, please help us, guide us, and give us the wisdom and the knowledge that we need. One card. Oh, you got Pegasus earlier, okay? Here we go, double Pegasus. Very strong Pegasus energy. Group number two, you guys are really flying high, okay? Love this. Finally, we're going to your Traveler's Oracle, and we just need one card from here. And let's check the highest energy for you, okay? What's there for group number two? Nope, too many cards. We're gonna give it a reshuffle. We just need one, just one, okay? Here we go. Distant thunder, clear the air, okay. Very, very powerful energy, group number two, okay? I'll tell you what I see here. First of all, you've got Pegasus twice, okay? Now, let me explain what this Pegasus energy means to you. In ancient mythology, Pegasus was a sacred horse who has wings and who was able to fly. Different from many other horses, their vision is different. If you imagine you are a Pegasus, you would not be looking at the trees in front of you. You would be looking at the entire forest. So it's a little bit like the view you get from an airplane. Now, this Pegasus energy usually is talking about you being able to see things from far away, being able to see things at a bigger picture, right? Rather than being distracted or being, confused by all the small details, right? The things in front of you. Apart from being that, Pegasus also tells you that you will have the ability to rise above all the situations, the difficulties, and the challenges. Because at the end of the day, no mountains will be able to block Pegasus. Pegasus will always be able to fly high and fly over it. So this also tells me that very strong ability in you to overcome challenges, right? Now, the final thing that I want to say about Pegasus is all about assistance. I mean, look at the keyword on this card. Pegasus assistance. Why? Because in mythology, the most glamorous story that Pegasus had was actually the story between him and Bellerophon, the amazing Greek hero. Bellerophon was a young hero in ancient Greek mythology. He wanted to conquer, right, the monster called Chimera at that time. But he needed some help because he needed to be able to fly high and battle the monster. At the end of the day, Bellerophon was a mortal here, right? He couldn't fly. He was a human. So he had a very good relationship with Pegasus, this sacred horse. And so Pegasus assisted him and let him ride on his back, and they flew together into the sky. And eventually they were able to conquer the monster Chimera, and he became a hero. Pegasus is all talking about you needing to call in the help that you actually need. This is a time that you need to know that you must have friends, you must have people around you. This is not the time to feel that, I'll just do everything by myself. I'm alone. It's all about my ability, right? I'm not going to ask for help, or I'm not going to connect with other people. Because Pegasus, many times I've seen clients with Pegasus energy is that things will go so much easier and so much quicker for them if they can reach out to people and tell them what they want. Now, of course, it does not mean that whatever you want will always be granted, but this sense of, sort of like your ability to call out, to bring in the help is actually very important. It will come to a focus for this new moon in Virgo cycle for you. Now, this energy is actually double confirmed by the first tarot card that we have pulled out for you, which is called Six of Pentacles. Now, on this card, we're seeing an old king offering monies to a man, and his name is Daedalus. Now, in this story, Daedalus was receiving some favor and help from the king when he was looking for refuge, right? Now, again, we're talking about, asking for favor, asking for help, receiving help, and receiving favor from other people. So the Six of Pentacles with Pegasus tells you that this is really the time for you to connect rather than to isolate. Now, because these two cards also have got the North Node, the future connect, I do feel that some of those connections that you're going to make during this new moon in Virgo cycle is going to become a little bit like a long-term connection. Perhaps this could be about maybe a collaborator, someone that you meet in your community who is able to either work with you, collaborate with you, or offer some kind of help to you. Also, at the end of the day, help is vice versa. You scratch their back, they scratch your back, right? It's a little bit like that. But I do see this as a very good collaboration, specifically also because you've got a Nine of Cups as a second tarot card there. Look at this beautiful picture. Eros and Psyche are having a wedding, right? And Aphrodite behind Eros is raising a glass for them. So this is about that kind of mutually beneficial, mutually empowering collaboration or help that you actually have. Now, just in case that you guys are not thinking about career projects, if you're thinking about actually, love and relationships, this could also be talking about you and your partner, or if you're single, right, the partner that you need to be with, that you should actually be with, is also someone who is able to provide you help, and vice versa. So this could be about a relationship, but also based on friendship, a genuine long-term friendship, right? This should not be just something all about, sexual connections or intimate connections, or you know what I mean, yeah, all the physical stuff. This is something that is at a much higher level, right? And more, much longer lasting for you guys. And then finally, we got the Emperor. Now, the Emperor with a Nine of Cups definitely is showing that there is going to be a very significant person in your life. Perhaps this person is either running a business, or this person is very powerful in their own way. Maybe they're CEO, CFO, they hold a very high position in the society, or this just could be about maybe let's say a company, right? A successful company entity there being able to offer you the assistance. Now, if you're seeing the Emperor as your energy, this also is showing that through that kind of collaboration and mutual help, you will be able to actually find yourself becoming more like being elevated, let's put it this way. And it's almost like you will feel like you become the Emperor, right, in your life. And it's because you have more resources, you have more power, and you are getting, the so-called your dream manifested, okay? I love this energy so much. There's just so much, openness and dream come true energy here for you guys. So I'm really happy for you. Now, another thing that I do want to say is that apart from all the connection, the friendships and collaboration, you do have got the card on top that says distant thunder, clear the air. Now, I see this in two different scenarios. First of all, some of those connections that you actually have might not be something that you like at the very beginning. Perhaps you meet someone and maybe you don't even like that person from the beginning. Maybe you're feeling that you're weird, right? You're annoying. Like why do you do this to me, right? You're just like, you just annoy, you're irritating, right? Sometimes it's like a little bit like that. But later, when you clear the air, you're going to realize, oh, now I see what this connection is all about, right? So this is one of the very important things that I see. The second thing that I see is, again, connecting this with the Pegasus energy. If you have the thunder there and it's a dark cloud, sometimes for Pegasus to fly in those areas, it could be a little bit scary, right? And it could also be a little bit like, oh, I don't want to be hit right by a thunder right in the sky. So one of the things also about this period of time is that you don't have to fly too high and you don't have to fly too fast. Sometimes it's also about maybe you need to wait a little bit for the cloud to clear up, and so you will be able to actually rise above, right? You will be able to fly free. So this is not for everyone. Of course, this is a general reading, so take what resonates with you. I do feel that for some of the you guys, this could require also a little bit patience for the right timing to come to you in order for you to achieve that kind of flying high energy. And how do you achieve that? Again, going back to the sense of community, friendship, collaboration, ask for help, ask for what you want from the people that you trust. And I do believe that this is going to come back to you in a very positive way. All right. Now, let me just have a look and see if there's any other energies in there. So we got a Six of Pentacles, Nine of Emperor. Okay. So we got six. Yeah, I think that's pretty much what this is. I don't see anything that is, dangerous or, crazy about this pile. I just feel that you guys have already got whatever you need to really achieve. Just remember to plus, a little bit more effort in how you're connecting with your friends and with, the people around you. Things will go much smoother for you. Okay, thank you very much. Group number 2. I hope you all enjoyed this reading. And remember to subscribe to my channel, like and share with the people you love. And we always want to spread that love to the people, right? Thank you so much again, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next reading. See ya. Hello, group number 3. You have chosen the god of the ocean, Poseidon. So this is a reading for you. With all that being said, let's go straight to your general energy with Oracle of the Celestial Deities. We're going to pull one card for you to check your general energy. Mars. Okay. Fiery, aggressive, and motivated. Very good. Now we're going to use the Mythic Tarot, and we're going to pull 3 cards and to check your current energy and also what's coming up for you. All right. All right, got 2 cards flying out. We just need 1 more. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So maybe you're looking for an offer. Okay. Page of Cups. Okay. And the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Love this. Now, we're going to use the Star Code Oracle. We're going to pull 1 card for you guys and see what you guys are focusing on at this moment. The 4th house, home. Okay. Now, we're going to pull 1 card from Oracle of the Mythic Heroes. Okay. Give it a thorough shuffle. Your universe, please provide some guidance for group number 3. What do they need to know? All right, 1 card. Agnes Foundation. Very earthy energy, you guys. All right, finally, we're going to find the final guidance from the Traveler's Oracle. Okay, what's the highest energy there for you? Okay. Great adventure. Take a risk, venture forward. Beautiful. Okay. So for group number 3, one of the things that you probably will need to do over the next cycle, right? Specifically, we're talking about the new moon in Virgo, the next 4 weeks ahead of you. Mars is really talking about finding your motivation back. Mars in ancient Roman mythology, he was the god of war, the god of warcraft, the god of courage, right? The god of military, everything related to that. Even though, the Greek counterpart Ares didn't really have a good reputation in Greek mythology, but Mars, the Roman version, was very respected, right, in the Roman Empire. He was actually, worshipped as a god that protects Rome and protects the country. So when you have Mars there, it's almost like you have got a military, male god standing in your spiritual realm right now and asking you, what are you willing to fight for in your life? And what kind of actions are you willing to take? Instead of just thinking back and forth, back and forth. See, the card right on top of you says great adventure, take a risk and venture forward. Now, this is really pushing you to take the action to manifest something instead of you waiting for things to be ready. As you know, things will never be ready if we are not ready to do it, right? Hope that makes sense. So first of all, we're already seeing this very strong energy from the universe to push you to take the action, right? To manifest something. Now, because on the right side, you've got Anya's foundation, you also have got the fourth house home there. I feel for a lot of you guys, this could be about relocation. This could be about you finding the right home. This could be about some of you literally moving out of your parents' house. For some of you guys, this could be about you leaving an old neighborhood to move into a new neighborhood. And also for some of you guys, this could even be talking about moving to a different city or a different country, a different continent. Because the fourth house is always related to our residence, where we find our roots are. And Anya's foundation, this card, is also to deal with, where you built your life, right? Actually, in the ancient Roman mythology, Aeneas, he traveled from Troy because he was originally a Trojan prince. He traveled from Troy all the way to modern day Italy, and that's where he, founded his new kingdom. And eventually, his descendants made that into the Roman Empire, right? Romulus and Remus, right? Those two very famous founders of Rome. If you study Italian history, right, probably you'll know that. But Aeneas really was the beginning stage of that, right? Because Romulus and Remus was his descendant, so he needed to travel to Italy first. And then he will have children, he will have children's children in order to move, make the new thing. So I do feel that during this period of time, I think for group number 3, for the Poseidon people, you have chosen this period because there's a purpose, higher calling asking you, if you're thinking about finding a new place, finding a new chapter in your life, maybe moving, maybe traveling, things like that. You do need to, even though, because this is a general reading, right? Maybe not all of you are ready to move this month, but perhaps you do need to take certain actions to get ready for that. Perhaps this could be about how you, for example, do the research, right? Meet the right people, connect with the right people, financially, how you want to be more prepared. We're seeing actually a lot of pentacle cards down here with the tarot. So this absolutely has something to do with your finance, right? Getting ready for your finance. Can you, pay the rent, right? Can you be financially secure when you move on to the next chapter, the next location? Now, with the 3 tower cards below there, I do feel that you are slowly moving towards where you need to be and where you want to be. But it's a little bit like a slow and steady progress for you. Now, the Ace of Pentacles is your wish, is where you are, and you're waiting for that opportunity for you to move. Now, then you got Page of Cups. This Page of Cups is a very strong indication to ask you to listen to your soul, to ask you to listen to your heart. And what is the thing that is really making you feel inspired? What is the place making you feel like, what, I just feel right, to be in that place, or to be connected with that energy, to be connected with that person. And so the Page of Cups is about, really looking into yourself and understand what inspires you in an emotionally way, in an emotional, but also joyful way, right? And then what happens after that is the Knight of Pentacles. Now, whenever we see knights, we see some kind of movement. But the Knight of Pentacles is a little bit slow, to be honest. Yeah, you can see the horse is actually standing still. It's not really, fast moving, right? So, again, coming back to this moving and relocation energy, I do feel that this is something that is definitely on the horizons for you guys in the near future, but it's just not now, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so it takes a little bit time. Now, also, because the Knight of Pentacles is sitting together with Agnes, I do feel that perhaps this decision, either it's about this decision to, okay, I'm going to do it, or it's about the actual move. Very possibly it's going to happen in the Earth sign season. So this could be about happening in Capricorn season, which is around, December and January, or this could be happening in the Taurus season, which is about, end of April or May time, right? For some of you guys, if this is even further down the line, this could be about during the Virgo season, so which is about around end of August next year, also September. So there's something related to that part from my perspective. But either way, I mean, we come back to this Mars energy, right? I do feel that the Mars as your energy is really telling you that it's important that you have the courage to give it a go, right? To see this, as an opportunity for you to elevate, right, to the next level and to find a little bit more confidence and find a little bit more success down the line there for you. Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Page of Cups, there's a very strong sense of, youthful energy there. Why? Because Ace of Pentacles is number one, it's the beginning. Page of Cups, Page is a youngster, right? It's a child. So again, it's very youthful. And the Knight of Pentacles is also a young man, right? So all this energy, including the Agnes on top, he's also a young man. So I feel that there's something that is about you finding that young energy again within yourself. And perhaps for some of you guys, you've done this before. So for example, when we talk about relocation, maybe you've done this, right? Years ago, you relocated from a city to a different city. You've seen this, you've done this, you've experienced this. And so this is a time for you to go back to that period of time and find that youthful motivation and that youthful, that young heart actually within yourself, right? And to do that again for you. I like this energy so much. Group number 3. Now, just in case if you guys are saying, you know what, I'm not thinking about relocation, not gonna move, not gonna leave my city, not gonna leave my apartment. Is there any way that I can resonate with this reading? Now, I do feel that the Mars energy could also be talking about, with the Ace of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles, could be talking about you slowly moving forward with a business or a project, an idea. Because Ani's foundation is about building the basics for the business, right? And solidify what you have already done, right? And the Knight of Pentacles is, again, that kind of slowly and steady progress moving forward. The Page of Cups is reminding you that always remember why you started doing this anyway. It's at the end of the day because you love it, because you're inspired by it, because this is truly what your heart is desiring, right? And so I love this Page of Cups being sandwiched by the Two Pentacles card, because it's almost like telling you that it's not just all about money and success, but it's also about your love, right? It's also about what you love, what you feel attracted to, and what you feel that is inspirational for you. And in that case, the fourth house, we can see this as your roots, right? Your past life, your roots, what is really deeply, in there, and what gives you the sense of foundation. And I feel that with its fourth house and with all these energies sitting together, again, this is not the time for you to really expanding too much. If you guys are thinking about, I'm gonna branch out, I'm gonna do 100 million different things, right? I'm gonna make my business bigger, bigger, bigger. I would say during this month, you need to slow down a little bit, because the fourth house with foundation, they both have this energy of things needs to be stable and grounded but make it stronger, right? So it's a little bit like if your business or the project or whatever things that you're doing is this much, do not spread your yourself too thin, right? And keep this area, keep this this amount of workload, keep this amount of tension, but solidify it, make it stronger and more focused, right? This is what I see. But either way, I mean, you guys are really moving forward with things. I think group number 3, really happy for you guys. Now, the one last thing that I want to mention is that, remember, you chose Poseidon, and there is a spiritual meaning there. Poseidon is the god of the ocean. Sometimes, as human being, right, we have been, dealing with the ocean for thousands of years as human species, right? But we also know that there are certain things we can do with the ocean, but at the end of the day, we also have to know when to go with the flow instead of trying to control the waves of the ocean. So I also think for this group, right, your personal effort is absolutely important. The Mars energy shows you that you need to make the effort, but also understand that sometimes, it's also important for us to know how to work with the ocean. one thing that I want to mention is, Aeneas, this card, in his story, if you read this, the ancient mythological story, Aeneas, you will know he's actually constantly on a boat. He was sailing, right, from Troy, which is a modern day Turkey, right, all the way through the Mediterranean Sea. He went to different islands, different countries. He even, journeyed to Tunisia, the modern day Tunisia, and he had a love affair with a woman there. And then he left, and eventually he reached Italy, and that's where he found home. So interesting, then we get the fourth house home, right? So for a lot of guys, it's also about where you find home, where you find that is your true stability. That's where is the foundation or the forever place for you, where you can really just feel relaxed and build things. And so believe in the ocean waves. You got this card, right? Great adventure. The boat literally is on the water. Believe, trust this journey, right? You are Aeneas actually in here. You are the soldier, you are the warrior, and you are the sailor, and trying to find your manifestation. You will be. Have a little bit patience, but keep the motivation up. All right. Thank you so much. Group number 3. Again, if you like this reading, remember to subscribe to my channel, like and share it with the people you love. We always want to spread that love to more and more people, right? Have a wonderful month. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.